Welcome back. I am walking down the new trail that we made and I'm on the way to the top of the mountain. I thought I'd try to carve something today and maybe work on my winter fire skills. And since we took down the tent, I'm not going to go to the same place I always go. I thought we'd try somewhere new. So let's go. So that's where my trail ran out. And I'm going to continue going up this way. Eventually this is where the trail will lead because it goes up to my favorite lookout. And it is straight uphill. I found that rabbit that Liberty was chasing the other day. Whew. Luckily, she hasn't found it yet. She went off over that way. Liberty found us and she went to walk up to the rabbit and I told her no and to stay, and she actually listened and she's staying behind me. Good girl, Liberty. All right. I wondered how close it would let us get. Liberty, come here. Liberty. Yeah, leave her alone. Good girl. Good job. Now she's got to smell it. There's still a couple patches of snow. Most of it is melted off. So here we are at the top. It's not really an impressive view on this dreary day, but when the sun is out, it's quite beautiful. So the first thing I'm going to do is try to find some little sticks and some kindling, because the last couple times I've had to make a fire during the cold weather or the slightly damp weather, I've been able to make a fire, but it's not a good fire. It's not a fire I would want to have to rely on. So I figured I should try my skills out a little bit more and just get some practice in. So I found a tree that's still very dry, even though it's been a little bit snowy up here for a while. So I'm going to continue to pull pieces off of this. Coming up here under the trees a little bit, there's a lot of nice dry stuff. So I'm just going to keep collecting. This is my favorite place to play fetch with her. She has boundless energy, so if I throw the stick as far down the mountain as I can make it go, she'll find it and she'll hopefully wear herself out bringing it up to me. Oh, she heard something. So anyways, I think I'm going to try to start my fire right here. I'm going to clear me off a good space, get all this wet stuff out of the way. Now normally I would never start a fire like right here in the middle where there's like roots and stuff, but this ground is so saturated right now, there's no way I'm gonna catch a forest fire. So I put some just bark that I found down to get it up off the mud and give it a little bit of airflow. And then I brought my 2 pieces of fat wood to start it, and then a lighter because obviously I have issues in the winter. So I'm gonna start the beginner's version and just start a fire the easy way. And it seems like it's going to start snowing on me. Get my dry sticks. Well, this will be good practice indeed because it is snowing. Well, if this isn't real world experience, I don't know what is, because it's snowing. And my fire's going pretty good, so I'm pretty happy. And I didn't count on it snowing. I thought I would come up here, start my little fire, sit on my log, do some carving. So I wasn't thinking shelter, you know, be under something. Well, that's a very good strong start. Now I know I could do it as long as I had my firewood and my little fat wood kit that I always carry with me in my backpack. I know I could start a fire in wet conditions. So I think I'm gonna go hide out under a tree and see if this is gonna stop or if it's just gonna keep coming down, because it is really coming down right now. And I can actually feel heat off this. Even as small as it is, I can feel the heat off of it. And Liberty just wants to play fetch. So I'm back here under a tree, and I can see my little fire still raging. I'm so proud of it. That's so much better than I've been doing lately. It's the small victories. All right, well, the snow finally stopped. And look, my fire is still going strong. I came over and just adjusted the airflow a little bit, and it flamed right up again. So it's already starting to get dark, though. I guess that was poor planning on my behalf. So I guess we will stomp this out. And I did bring water to pour on it, even though the ground around it is soaked. I'm still going to pour water on it to put it out. But I'll go ahead and do that, and maybe we'll come back out tomorrow. You can see as I come back down to the house how we got a little dusting. All right, it's the next day, and I came back out. It's a little bit sunnier out today, and I'm looking for something that I can carve. I'm hoping to make a spatula. And when Junior and I cleared this trail, we had chopped down several trees that might be the right thickness. So that's what I'm looking for. So nothing over there was the right size. And rather than chop down something fresh, I decided to come pilfer through our wood pile and see if I had anything that looked like it would work. And I think I found something. So this piece of wood is already flat right here. So I might just take off the back and the side and see if this will work. And it fell off the porch. It falls off the porch. Got it. Barely. Just barely. I might be getting greedy, but I think I'm going to try to make it a little bit thinner. All right. Well, we're through. I'll just trim the edges a little bit. I broke my tripod, so I have this little Dollar Tree phone holder that the legs come out and hold your phone. So, well, we'll see how this holds the phone and if I can get any good angles. So here's the size we have right now, and I don't feel comfortable hacking away at it like that at this size, so I'm going to use my axe and do a little bit smaller cuts. Alright, I switched axes. My axe was not sharp at all, so this is where I'm at. I'm obviously going to use this end, not that end. So this is where I'm at. So now it's going to be down to some littler cuts. Alright, so I'm going to start coming in. Probably right about there. Alright, and then coming in from this side is my weakness. Symmetry is my weakness. Alright, I see a crack that I think stops before I get to the end, but I don't want to work on this a whole bunch and then get to the end and have it be cracked. So I'm going to shave down there a little bit and make sure that that is not going to be a problem. So I'll just go back to shaping our sides here. Now, I've never made a spatula before. This is all experimental. And I don't know how long I actually want this to be. I guess we'll find out as it shapes up. So I'm just going to keep working on shaping this handle. Alright, I think I got it about the size that I want it. Yes, it's enormous, but this is how big I want it. So now I just need to clean up some edges and then obviously thin out the top here. And then I did end up using the side that I said I wasn't going to use because the other side had issues. So thin that out, trim up the sides. All right. I got it fixed up as good as I can and it's still gonna work. Now I just have to thin out the end here and then trim up the handle a little bit more because as you can see it's still a little bit wonky. So alright, so I think I got this handle where I want it. Now I just have to thin out this edge. I'm not exactly sure how to do that. And again, I'm not going for perfection. This is going to be an outdoor tool. I just thought it would be kind of fun. I've only done spoons before to see if I could do something. That seems thin enough. So here we have it. Just a simple, basic spatula, but it's gonna work for what I need it for. And I'm actually kind of happy with the way it turned out. I've never done a spatula before. I've only ever done spoons, so I thought it would be fun to try. So I got my spatula and I got my fire. I didn't get them done in the same day like I was thinking I would, but I ended up getting them both done and I had fun doing it, so that's what matters. Thanks for watching.